Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. Everybody, my name is Chris, and I am here to talk to you about recent events that are unfolding in the life of me and Rebecca. So this week I've gone nuts, and I wanted to talk to you guys about why I've gone nuts. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so as most of you know, Crazy Random Happenstance has been kind of in this awkward, I guess you can call it like an awkward state of hibernation. I did a few videos, I think back in September was the last time I posted a video, and October, November, no videos were posted and things were winding down. And actually a few days ago, if you guys have seen it and I suggest you guys watch it, I posted my 100th video about for Crazy Random Happenstance. It's my 100th video that's all about me and Becca and Lena having wacky adventures. Excuse me, I drank coffee, so I'm quite hyper right now. Basically, that was, for all intents and purposes, what I was thinking of doing to kind of bring finality to Crazy Random Happenstance, to end it. And the reason I was thinking of ending it was, I just, with my internship, it's really shown me that when I start working, I'm not really going to have time to work on this sort of stuff, unless I have like some days off or something like that. And unfortunately, I really haven't had any days off or anything like that. So it really got me thinking, but recently I've really gotten into a series on YouTube called Game Grumps, and it's an excellent, I definitely advise you guys check it out, but it's an excellent YouTube series that has to do with two guys playing video games and having a good time. And sometimes they play the game till the end, sometimes they kind of like stop and they don't play it through to the end. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's a lot of fun, and it's something that I really started getting into. And then I looked at what I've done video game wise, and I've done LOL games, and I've done a bunch of stuff, and I started thinking, I'm like, why can't I do that? Why can't I make games or a channel that's similar to that? So Crazy Random Happenstance is kind of getting a reboot. I'm not going to disregard the videos I've done in the past. You know, they're still going to be available to view. I've made a playlist actually of the first 100 videos, so they're all there to watch. But I think moving forward, I'm really going to focus more on the video game side of things. And the only reason I'm saying that I'm going to do this is, well, a couple of reasons. Number one, it's what I'm interested in. And I don't want to do YouTube just to do YouTube. I like doing this. I like talking to you guys and, you know, showing our lives and whatnot. I know I'm not on it very often, but I do enjoy doing it when I can. But with Crazy Random Happenstance, I kind of blew my load, so to say, on those videos I want to do, the funny ones and the comedic ones and all that stuff. I really have nowhere to go with that that series. I could do more to Pink's Corner. I could do stuff like that, and who knows, maybe I will in the future. But it's kind of like, if I would be doing it right now, I would just be doing it to do it. I have like no interest in doing that. And with the little bit of free time I have that I would dedicate to these videos, I would want to be something I do want to do. And right now, what I'm really interested in doing is exploring video games and playing them for you guys, and kind of giving my comedic views of them in LOL games, and also doing like Let's Play videos and whatnot. So pretty much going forward, unless I get a really great idea and I want to do it, Crazy Random Happenstance is really going to be more of a gaming channel. Going forward, it's going to be more two sets of videos. You're either going to have LOL games, which is kind of like me reviewing a game, but not really. It's more like my first impression. I kind of play, I mean, if you guys have seen LOL games before, I have a playlist I've made for it. But basically, LOL games is that I sit down, I start playing a video, and I give my genuine impressions of it. If it's a game I have not played in a long time, I kind of mention that, and I'm playing it with fresh eyes. If it's a game that I love and I've played quite a lot in the past, I'll probably bring that up, and I'll just play it and say what my opinion of it is. And I just try to make it fun, and it's kind of edited, so when things get boring or quiet, I skip ahead. And then the second set of videos I want to be doing is Let's Play, or I'm calling it Let's Try to Play. And Let's Try to Play is basically a spin on the Let's Play videos that you see on YouTube. And in case you guys are unfamiliar with Let's Play videos, Let's Play is basically where someone plays a game, and it's almost like you're playing the game with them. Like if you're a gamer, or if you've ever gone over to a buddy's house and they're playing a game and you kind of sit down next to them and you're playing it with them, you know, it's kind of like you're sitting there and they're telling you stuff that they would normally tell their friend if they're next to them, like trivia facts, or if they discover something funny, they'd show it, or if they know secrets about the game, they would show it. So I've decided that I'm gonna do a let's play set of videos for my top 10 favorite game list. So I'm working on the first one right now, and pretty much I'm just gonna try to do as many videos as I can in advance. I'm going to record and do all that as much as I can now that I have off, and then just release them over time on YouTube. So I'm going to have like a backlog of videos so I could release them to you guys so you guys can enjoy them. But I'm sure there will come a point where all of a sudden the work is going to get too much to me and I'm going to have to take a break and kind of revisit it. But I mean, that's, for all intents and purposes, that's kind of where Crazy Random Happenstances. I love the positive response I've gotten from video 100 so far, and I like how you guys, I honestly thought I was gonna have like 5 views, but I have already you know, more views than I thought, and I haven't been active for like 2 months now, so thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. And if you guys haven't seen the video yet, I recommend you do. Becca's in it, Lena's in it, I'm in it, I play a bunch of characters, and we just did it for fun. I didn't go out to like change the way you look at movies. I just went out to kind of make this short, I think it's like 17 or 18 minute long movie of just us having fun. I really just wanted to have fun with Becca and Lena, and they did a great job, and you guys should definitely check it out. I really enjoyed making it.
Hellos! So we are out to see The Hobbit. We ended up not doing the midnight because we're getting old and we wanted to sleep.
Don't say that.
Well, that's what it felt like. I'm like, well, I have an early bedtime.
Don't you know that Alex has herpes?
Oh, see, Alex still has herpes. You can't even see it on the camera. It's really light, but right there it says Alex has herpes, and it's said that there for years.
Yeah.
But
it's like our friend.
Anyway,
when it's erased one day,
it'll actually be very sad if I come one day and it's not there. But we're gonna go see The Hobbit.
We're gonna
now,
show our
today.
kids this sign. Like,
what's herpes?
well, son, when you meet a girl who's unclean.
But anyway, we're seeing The Hobbit now. Yeah.
I've been smoking too much, people.
I said, yay, and died. But anyway, so we're really excited to see it. We're gonna see it in 3D with that special new frame rate thingy that Chris told me about. And yeah, and I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. It's Chris's shirt. Chris is wearing a Star Wars shirt too, because we thought it was May the Force be with Katie Day, but now we're not too sure. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. It's the thought that counts. But anyway, bye! I wonder if it'll be epic or not. It's an epic hero, apparently. Huh, they don't? Look, they have lines for the afternoon hobbits.
Hi. Hello, everyone. So, I have a few announcements to make, and then I wanted to make a statement, or not a statement, but talk about The Hobbit, because Becca and I saw the first part of the Hobbit trilogy, An Unexpected Journey. But first, really quickly, a quick announcement. I'm very happy to announce that the quote-unquote reboot for Crazy Random Happenstance is going to start next week on Tuesday. Starting next week on Tuesday, and I'm hoping to make it every Tuesday and Thursday. You guys will have new videos. They're going to be videos that are gaming related. Like I said earlier, it's either going to be a Let's Play or an LOL Games, depending on what I have. I'll go ahead and post. And I know that next week the 2 of them are going to be LOL Games. So on Tuesday and Thursday you guys get 2 new LOL games, and it's being done in that new style I do where I rip the audio from I get a video directly from its source, and I dub it then. But the new thing I've done is when I used to do LOL games, I would do post dubbing. So I would kind of like play the game and then take down notes on what I wanted to talk about, and then I would edit the video and I would have me talking that I would add in later. But this time around, I'm not doing that. This time around, it's all there. While I was playing, I was dubbing my voice. I was recording it, so it's all there. You guys get like live, footage of me, and it's really cool. So please check that out. Now to talk about the Hobbit. So here's the thing. Becca and I saw the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the extended editions, prior to watching The Hobbit, because I just want to get back into that Lord of the Rings mindset. I wanted to kind of get excited about returning to Middle-earth and all that good stuff. And, okay, if you go into The Hobbit thinking this is another epic like the Lord of the Rings, you're going to be very disappointed, because a lot of people get confused, but The Hobbit was actually written first. Tolkien wrote The Hobbit, and it was his big kind of like movie or book that he wrote, and it became very popular, and the publishers asked to make a sequel. So he made a sequel, and I'll put it this way, The Hobbit was around 200, 300 pages long, and his sequel, which was called The Lord of the Rings, was around like 1,000 pages or something like that long. And the publisher was like, this is too big for one novel, we can't do this. So they told him, can you cut it into like 3 parts? So that's where you have the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and Return of the King. But really, it's all one big story. So Peter Jackson, in a very cool move, just like what Tolkien did, he has decided that The Hobbit is going to be told in the trilogy as well. And the thing is, even though it's being told in a trilogy as well, and it is a prequel to The Lord of the Rings, it really is its own thing, in the sense that, yeah, you have the ring that's in it. The ring is in it, and you do know about the ring, and there's like a whole story about it, but it's not as epic as, like, in this movie, you don't get you shall not pass moments. You don't get the same epic feeling. You'll never, I feel like just with Star Wars, you'll never get that same epic feeling like when you first saw the original. So it didn't blow me away, but I did enjoy it. I did like returning to Middle-earth. I did like meeting the new characters. I did like the new story being introduced. And you know what? At the end, I was really genuinely interested in the next movie, which is going to come out next year. I'm down. I'm in. I'm going to see the whole trilogy in theaters and see how that ends up. There is a couple of problems I had with it, though. It was fun, like I said, and it was great, and you know, it had all that cool and epic stuff that Lord of the Rings is known for having, though not as epic as the Lord of the Rings. But one thing that I really felt messed up the movie was it was so slow. It was such a slow movie. When it begins, like, you're just kind of like, go already, take off, movie, like, start the story. But it just takes a really long time. I don't want to spoil anything, but we're in Bilbo Baggins's home for a very long time. Like, it just, you want it to keep moving, and you're stuck in the Shire, and then finally the movie kicks off. It's not like the Lord of the Rings where you're in the Shire, but it's like Bilbo's birthday and everything's great, and then, you know, Frodo runs off and there's a sense of urgency. This movie's not really like that. It's very laid back, and then they kind of just leave, and you're like, oh, I see. But once that happens, once that movie starts, you know, its adventure takes off, I thought it was great. I don't want to spoil it, but you see a lot of characters that, you know, you guys are familiar with from the Lord of the Rings, so they come out, and it's really neat seeing them again. And then, you know, the movie ends on a nice cliffhanger that you're like, let's see what they're gonna go to next. But at the same time, it does resolve something, so it doesn't feel like a section of a movie. There is like a sense of, well, one plot point is resolved, and now we can move on to another one.
I actually didn't feel that.
Oh, I did. With Thorin and with Gollum, I felt like that was one thing that was kind of resolved, and then we got to move on. But I don't want to spoil it for the audiences. But anyway, that is my opinion. Becca disagrees, so now I'm going to pass the camera over to her. She can have her piece. Here we go, everyone. She looks so cute. Watch, I'm so excited to flip it around. She's so adorable. She's dressed up in a General Grievous costume. I'm just kidding, she's not. But she's still cute. Here you go, Boogie.
Anyway.
Oh, wait, you hate this camera. Don't you want to switch to your other one?
I don't want to get up. Okay. But, first of all, look at this on Tumblr. Oh my god, that's how they make ice cream sandwiches!
Really? I thought that was fake.
So I want an ice cream sandwich now. But I didn't agree about it not, like it closing kind of like a chapter and then going on to something else that they can resolve. It did feel like just like part of a movie, part of an extremely long movie. In my opinion, I honestly didn't really enjoy it.
Can I ask you? I'm sorry to interrupt, but did you feel the same way when you saw the Fellowship of the Ring?
No.
Oh, so you felt like it had some sort of proper conclusion?
Yeah, like I felt okay at the end of Fellowship of the Ring, and Fellowship of the Ring felt like much of a faster pace, even though technically it's longer. But the Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, I just got bored a lot. And Chris, I didn't tell you this, but at the end, when there was a finale fight, you know, because there's always a finale fight, so that's not really a spoiler. I actually closed my eyes for a minute. I was just so tired, and it was only the afternoon. We got there at, well, the movie started at 11, like when they had the previews, and we left at like 2:50. And I was just like, I'm so tired. So yeah, for me it dragged on a lot, but I guess that's just not my kind of genre. If you like action adventure type things, then, you know, you would like it, but for me, I was just bored, so. But it was very pretty. There's a lot of pretty parts, so if you like to admire things, you may like it too, so, yeah. So that concludes our episode for today. Come back later for more.
Or not.
And, yeah, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And, bye, hasta luego! You guys are having a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed last weekend's episode with the other tree, and I'll take you across the finish line now. Okay, hiccup in the system. I left the thing that holds my phone on my arm. I left it on my bed. So that's super annoying, but I guess it's not a loss. I could just hold it. A lot of people hold their phones. I used to hold my phone all the time when I would run, so I guess